Hi guys, this is Mich Abiero for Project Fmile. Project Fmile is a project that was started with an aim of raising awareness on mental health and suicide. Thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. We're so grateful for that. The road to 10,000 subscribers begins. So tell a friend to watch our videos, and don't forget to check out our Instagram page at Project Fmile, on Twitter at Project Fmile. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of next year. So anyway, last week we had a video up. It was talking about the effects of self-harm. Do check it out. It was done by one of our partners, Joy Sonia, and it was a really educative video. I feel like everyone needs to check it out. We have delved so deep into the topic of self-harm, and yeah, I feel like that's an important thing that we need to talk about. We've talked about the various forms of self-harm. We will link those two videos in the description box. So yeah, our videos should not be substituted with medical advice or the opinion of an expert. They're simply there to educate people, but not to diagnose people. So in today's video, 2019 has not been my year. It has not. I always thought that no year could beat 2016 in terms of being a bad year. I did not have a nice 2016, but 2019 was there to disprove me. It was there to be like, Michelle, watch me prove you wrong. And with that being said, I did talk about it in a video called So Things Aren't Going Your Way. I was basically talking about things that did not go my way in 2019, and those are not all the things that did not go my way in 2019. It was hell. Anyway, all these things did end up taking a toll on someone's mental health. I feel like, again, we have to understand that mental health is the state of well-being. So of course it did affect the state of well-being in my mind. It was awful, and I think I find it very important for us to talk about how to take care of your mental health. So how I take care of my mental health, how I ensure my state of well-being is not interfered with, despite whatever I am going through. So the first thing, I've always believed that therapy is for everyone. It should not only be for those who have mental disorders. It's for everyone. Therapy, everyone can benefit from therapy. So one of the things that I did to this year to take care of my mental health was definitely therapy. Therapy was such a big thing for me. It honestly helped me to grow so much as an individual, as I worked on myself, as I worked towards me being a better human being, me being the better version of myself. And I believe everyone should do that for themselves. So yeah, therapy is something that people should look into when it comes to taking care of their mental health. The sad thing about therapy is that yes, it is a bit pricey. I believe per session it ranges between 1,500 to 3,000. I'm not sure, depending on where you're based. And sometimes like insurances do not cover this, but I do believe therapy is so essential in terms of taking care of your mental health. And that is one thing that I did in 2019 to ensure I was sane, because this year was gonna make me lose my mind. Another thing that I did to take care of my mental health is staying active, exercising, whatever you want to call it. So I started my fitness journey in 2019 I started it in like February, March, and that's because I kept on getting ads on this app called 30 Days Fitness Challenge. I am not sponsored by them, but anyway, this video is not sponsored by them. So I was like, let me try this. So the initial times I tried it, I wasn't so serious about it. Like, I'd exercise 2 times in a week, then forget about it for a month, and then life goes on. But in July, I started taking exercise seriously, and it was simply because I wanted to get fit. But with me taking exercise seriously, I noticed that I was in a much better mood. I was way happier than usual. So yeah, I feel like staying active is really essential. Also taking walks in the estate or something of the sort, it helps you stay sane. I cannot emphasize this. Also swimming, I do enjoy like a good swim, because it makes me feel peaceful. That's how I'm going to describe it. It makes me feel peaceful. Another thing that I did to take care of my mental health is talking about my emotions. I feel like one thing that people don't do is talk about their emotions, and that just leads to toxicity, and it interferes with the state of your well-being. Now, if you know me personally, you know I rant a lot. Like, if something has made me mad, it's made me mad, and I'm going to talk about it, and that's helped me stay sane. It's helped me take care of my mental health, and I talk about my emotions. I talk about what I'm feeling when it comes to, even when someone has made me feel a certain way, I don't have an issue expressing this, and this has helped me to take care of my mental health way much more than and then if I did not talk about it. If I decided to keep all these things to myself, it would build up, and eventually I would blow up. Because the thing is, you're like a jar, you're bound to feel at a certain point, you keep on keeping these things to yourself, and you're bound to explode. So that's why I don't want to keep like negative emotions to myself, and I want to talk about my emotions. If I'm not okay, I say, I'm not okay. This is what has made me mad, or this is what has made me sad. This is what has made me happy. And I feel like we need to learn how to express our emotions. Another thing that I did to take care of my mental health is taking a break. Now, this taking a break can be interpreted so differently, but for me, taking a break from things that I do, for example, I blog, but I did take a break at a certain point. I feel like I stopped actively blogging from October, so I have taken a break to just ease my mind off that and off the issue of blogging, that I have to have a blog post up every week or something of the sort. And yeah, every time I feel like I'm heading towards exhaustion, I do take a break. And another thing I also did was taking a break from social media. There's a time that social media had become so toxic for me, and I think I've talked about the effects of social media on mental health. I will link that video down in the description box, but it wasn't the sense I was comparing myself to other people, but it was the things that I saw there. It came to a point where I did talk about it. I got cyberbullied, and that was crazy. And I think I just decided, I'm done for a while. Let me take a break off social media. I was off Instagram and WhatsApp. I wasn't off Twitter, because Twitter isn't I know Twitter is a social media app, but let me explain. Twitter is where I get like what's happening in the world. Like that's where I read what's happening in the world. But yeah, I did take a break from that, and I feel like constantly taking breaks does help to you to take care of your mental health. So yeah, that's one other way I actively take care of my mental health. If I feel like I'm heading towards a burnout, I take a break. I tell myself, yo Michelle, you need a break. Take it. Another thing that I do to take care of my mental health is focusing on one thing at a time. So sometimes you undertake so many projects and or activities all at a go, and it ends up interfering with the state of your well-being, and this is not healthy for you. So what I do is focus on one thing at a time. So if I want to achieve, I don't know, what do I want to achieve? Let's say I want to write a blog post. I have schoolwork on me, I have a video to write, I have a post I need to make. I will focus on one thing. If it's schoolwork, I will prioritize them. I'd say schoolwork first, then make a post on mental health, then blog. So I focus on that one thing at that time, and it enables me to be there. Another thing that I did to take care of my mental health in 2019 is definitely avoiding toxic people. I did not think I would say that I have toxic people in my life ever. I never thought that's a statement that would come out of my mouth, but it came out of my mouth. I avoided toxic people like just like plague. I do not keep ties with people who are toxic for my mental health. I do not keep ties with them. Sometimes you have to delete your contact list. You have to check who you're following. Are they making you angry? And yeah, I just avoided toxic people. Other things that I did to take care of my mental health is reconnecting with people that I love. I feel like when I haven't talked to people that I love for a really long time, it really does affect my mental health. So sometimes it's amazing when I get to reconnect with people that I haven't talked to, or my relatives and all that. It's really important for your mental health. Another thing that I did in 2019 to take care of my mental health, to ensure that the state of my well-being is super, super great, is doing kind acts for other people. Sometimes it's not always about you, it's about other people. So what I've realized with me is that whenever I do something good for someone else, someone that I care about, I tend to feel really, really happy about it, and I try as much as possible to do something I know would mean a lot for someone I love. So yeah, that's another way I took care of my mental health in 2019. I feel like those are the most reliable things you could do to take care of your mental health. all of this worked for me in 2019. As you can see, I'm glowing, I'm growing and going places. So other things that you could do is doing something that you're good at, journaling, opening up to somebody, e.g. therapy. I know therapy is expensive, so you could just open up to someone that you know you can trust. School counselors are there, although some people have expressed the fact that they can't open up to school counselors due to the fact that they do not respect confidentiality. And if you're somebody who people open up to, respect their confidentiality, do not talk about their things. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, make sure to share, make sure to subscribe if you want to get to know me a little bit personally, yeah, like that. Follow me on Instagram at I am Abiero, on Twitter at I am Abiero. Make sure you follow our Instagram and Twitter pages at Project Fmile. Thank you.